control. You can find me in the catalog on page 24 in the blue dress. I think that's the saddest part about catalog changes. I won't be in the catalog anymore. I joined POSH in February of 2015. So today I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about what to do to kind of get your business going, and then some specific aspects of our business model. So I'm sure many of you got your kit and then you kind of thought, okay, what do I do now? So if you haven't yet, the first thing that you really want to do is start to familiarize yourself with the virtual office. So make sure you know how to log in. Make sure you know your website link and your referral link and what the difference is between the two. We can discuss that more if you don't understand later, or you can ask your upline. There's also, now it should prompt you if you don't. Make sure that you enter your bank account information, since it doesn't make you do it when you sign up. We get paid on a weekly basis, and if you don't have that bank account information in there, you won't get paid, and sometimes then your paycheck will be delayed a little bit. So make sure you put that in there as well. And now under the business tab, there's really some fantastic tools for you, so make sure you're checking there. Most importantly is you can view your upline there. So you'll see who your direct premier is, and you'll see the premiers above you. And you can also see your down. Once you build a team, you'll see your downline there. There's also a really great tool that they added recently where you can actually track your props. We used to have to do it by hand, but now there's something in there that'll show you if you're completing your props on time, so that's awesome. From your virtual office, you can also access the box. And if you haven't been into the POSH box yet, there are amazing resources in there, and you need to play around in there. There's resources in terms of you can actually print out different versions of our business tools. So you don't have to always order everything. If you just need one of something, you can go and print it out, or you run out of something, you can go and print it. It's also where you'll submit a support request if you have any issues. So if you need your upline to walk you through submitting a support request, that's there. And it's also where you can access the academy. Now, I can't stress this enough. You need to do your academy trainings. Not only can you earn a lot of additional perks by completing your props and your academy training, but this is truly what's going to train you in your business and the basics of your business. And if you have any questions, you can go back and watch them again. Or if you, so really, I can't stress this enough. Do your academy trainings. If you can't do day one on day one, that's okay. I used to do them kind of in clusters. When I had a little time, I would do 6 or 7 of them in a row, and then when I had a little more free time, I would do a few more. Just try and make sure you get day 15 done by day 15, day 30 done by day 30, so that you can hit your rewards. So some people get a little nervous starting their business without their kit, but there really is no reason to wait to get your kit. So what I say is right away, once you have kind of gone through the virtual office and a little bit, to set up your launch party. I think when I signed up, kits were on average taking like 2 weeks to get to us. So even for those of you that signed up now and your kits won't ship until the 29th, you don't have to wait. You can get going now. You can really have some perks in your account already to shop the new products. So don't wait for your kit. You can get going. So you can do an online launch party, and then when your kit comes, you can do an in-home party. So create the event in your virtual office, and then I suggest you set up your Facebook group and either do the launch party in there or create a separate event for the launch party. Biggest thing to remember in our business is really that it's a sharing business. If you try to sell to your friends and family, it's not going to last. They might support you right away, but people don't want to be sold to. So share what you love. What you'll find with a lot of us is that our best sellers are the products that we love, because we really stand behind them. We share about them. We talk about them. I have so many people so upset that Honey Honey is retiring because it's my favorite product. It's why I joined POSH, and I've shared it with all of them, and they've all grown to love it. So they're not so happy it's retiring. But really, we'll all have different best sellers because we share what we love, and that's what you share easiest. Never spam people. So direct sales kind of gets a bad name because you've seen it, people spam people. And you want to talk to people personally, invite them personally, ask them who wants to be added. And my dog's joining us for the training, that's fun. Ask them who wants to be added, but never just blindly add them to your group, because people don't like that. When somebody adds me blindly to a group, I usually leave the group. People want to feel like you're building relationships and you care about them, and they're not just another person that you're sticking in there. So some suggestions for what you want to post in your launch. The first thing that I suggest posting is your why story. And don't be afraid to make a video. I know that's a little bit scary, but videos, selfies, things like that, people really connect with those better and they pay attention to them better. So share why you joined POSH. And that story might change over time, but share, right now why you joined. It might be because you fell in love with the products, because you like the ingredients that we use, whatever it might be, but share that with everybody. And then you want to review the products that you've used. Like I said before, sharing with people is how you're going to succeed. So your friends and family are going to trust your opinions on things. So you want to provide them with feedback on the products that you have used. And then products that you haven't used, just provide general information on. And then really be sure to provide general company information because we have things that people love. We're made in the USA. We're cruelty free. Everything's under $25 and affordable. Um, and don't forget that buy five, get the six free. That's a great upsell. When you see somebody bought 4 items, remind them, hey, if you buy one more, you get another one free. So don't forget about that. Okay, so now your kit's arrived and it's awesome. It's like Christmas Day, right? And I'm Jewish and it's like Christmas Day. That's okay. So grab your polka dot guide and read it cover to cover. That is the basics of your business there. And everything I'm going to kind of cover from here on out is in that polka dot guide. Next, take your catalog and read it and familiarize yourself with the products as much as you can. You're always going to keep learning, but the more you know, the better. Now you have all these awesome products in your kit, so you want to try them so that you can provide more reviews for your customers and then make and offer samples to all of them so they can start trying the products. This I say, and it's super, super important because sometimes we've seen some tips other ways. Do not spend money that you don't have. In that $99 kit is everything that you need to start a business. There is no reason that you need to go out and spend tons and tons of money. Okay, you might have to buy some bubble mailers to mail out samples or something like that, but you do not need to be spending tons of money. They give us even more in there than they used to. We used to have to buy our own Laycons. Now those are in the kit too. You can handwrite little notes to them. You don't have to worry about stickers and things like that right away. Again, they're your friends and family. They should understand that you're starting a business. Do not spend money that you don't have. You want to be making money, and our kits are so amazing. Everything you need to start your business is in that kit. Okay, can't say that enough, and I'll probably say it again during this. All right. So participate and learn. We have so many amazing resources. Take advantage of them. Some days you might have 5 minutes, some days you might have 1 minute, some days you might have an hour. Whatever you have, participate and learn. Posh Talk, there's constantly trainings, challenge, and activities on there. They always doing different winners work the weekend, things like that. And trust me, people win prizes. It's awesome. I've won a couple. And so Tuesday, you saw they had trainings during the day today. If you didn't get to tune into those, you can tune in later. You can win a prize just by participating in that. And then we do our Tuesday trainings every night. I try and tune into every training that I can, even still, because I'm still taking away at least a couple of tidbits from every training that are going to help my business. You never want to stop growing in your business. Participate and read on your upline's Facebook pages. That's really going to have the resources for you every Tuesday after the premiere call. We post an update of everything that we're told. That's really important for you to read. At a minimum, I would suggest being in your direct premieres page and then one platinum premiere page, just because we do our trainings through those platinum premiere pages, and sometimes they have a little bit more information to share with us. In terms of other groups that you may see or be in, just be wary of them. There's often a lot of negativity in there, and you don't want to get tied into that. If you're in Rockstar Graphics group, it's an amazing group, but be there for the graphics. If you have questions, post them on the team pages. We have amazing resources, and we'll be able to help you. Now, making samples. Again, the key to POSH is sharing and getting POSH on people, right? So there's an entire video in the Academy dedicated to different ways to make samples, so I don't want to go too much detail on that. But one thing I want to mention is don't stress if there aren't pre-made samples. Pre-made samples are kind of a new thing in the POSH world, so I promise we can get by without them. I actually make my own almost all the time. I like to have, give a wide variety of what I have on hand, and I like to offer what I've used so I can give reviews of it. One other thing about samples is don't give samples to random people that you don't get their contact information, because if you can't follow up with them, most likely you'll be wasting your money. So it's great to POSH people, but again, you need to be able to get their contact information so you can follow up with them. If I leave something for a waitress, it's really because I feel like she did a good job and I want to give her a little time to pamper herself. I don't ever plan on hearing from her again. Now, if I eat there regularly, that's different. I'll follow up with her next week. But when you're giving POSH to random people or leaving it in random places, unless you get their contact information, it's pretty much you're just handing out samples. So just remember that. One thing you really want to do for your business, and I'm finally getting on top of this a year and a half later, and it's really helpful, is to get organized as early as you can. And the sooner you do this, the better off you'll be. So anything that you buy for your business, because we're independent consultants, is a tax write-off. You also want to log your mileage and keep track of any business expenses. If you have someone that does your taxes, you want to talk to them, that let them know that you joined a direct sales company, and ask them how you should kind of keep track of everything. If you do your own taxes, the different programs will have different ways. But the most important thing to do is really keep track of everything that you buy for your business. And along with that, I would really recommend opening a separate bank account. For me, this is a big deal because I always know that I'm making money because anything that I buy for my POSH business comes out of that bank account. And again, we want to be making money. You shouldn't be losing money. You shouldn't have to put in a ton of money into this in the beginning. So when I make money, it's okay in the beginning to reinvest some of that money in my business for sure. But having that separate bank account makes me make sure that I'm actually making money. So now I just want to highlight some aspects of our business. So commission, you're going to start as a protege making 20%. And then when you cumulatively, sorry, my mouth is dry, I couldn't say that word very well, get to $1,000 in sales, you'll jump to 25%. And then you can make up to 31% on your personal sales, depending on your rank. We get paid every Wednesday for our personal sales, and on the 10th of the month is our bonus pay. So if you're a leader or the month following when you hit pink, you'll get your bonus then for the 5%. Another way that we earn income is through POSH points. POSH points are amazing. It's a little confusing in the beginning because you don't get your first email until the month after. So if you joined in July and you have sales in July, you'll get your first email in August about POSH points. It's pretty much a big retail mall where you can shop for anything and everything. I've got a MacBook for free. I've got an iPad Air for free. I've got some pots and pans for free. And you get POSH points for PV, for promotions, for things like that. And during the incentive, you can earn a lot of POSH points as well. Perks, I want to touch on those briefly just to explain. They're a year old now. They were announced, at Uncon last year. So they were originally designed to reward our customers, and that's how we do Hostess rewards now. So we're really super lucky that POSH also lets us as consultants earn perks on personal purchases, on if someone uses our referral link, and if we're a host to a party. So I say that because sometimes that referral link doesn't work, or sometimes someone doesn't shop through it and you don't get the perks. Don't stress out about that. They're really a bonus for us, and you're still getting your commission, and that's the main thing. So if you miss out on an order or two with perks, please don't stress about it. Another amazing aspect of our business is the monthly award. So it's another way that we're rewarded based on sales and recruiting. And it's what if you want to build your business, Andrew always says you should strive to hit kind of every month. And you can do that by having $2,000 in sales in one recruit, $1,500 in sales in two recruits, or $1,000 in sales in three recruits. And if you hit that each month that you hit that, you'll get 18,000 POSH points. And then POSH's calendar year, POSH's year runs from July to June. So this is the first month. And now, so between July and June, if you earn the monthly award 3 times, you'll get a $500 cash bonus, 6 times $1,000 cash bonus, and 9 times $2,000 cash bonus. And I guess they could announce changes to that coming at PremierCon, but that's what it's always been. And this year, the annual award winners are also getting a trip to an expenses paid trip to St. Louis, to Salt Lake City, and they'll get to go to Ultimate Dayway, have a shopping spree, things like that. Really awesome. So definitely be striving for that. It's the best way to build your business. When you look at the people that earn the annual award, it's a lot of people that are earning incentive trips and things like that as well. Policies and procedures. When you signed up to be a consultant, you agreed to these policies and procedures. I know it's long, I know it's boring, but you have to read it. As a consultant, it's your job to know what is and what isn't allowed. In my personal opinion, if something's a gray area, I just wouldn't do it. And if you're not sure, ask your premier. Now, to stay active, you need to sell $300, and that includes personal sales, every 6 months. The periods run from January to June and July to December. So if you signed up in July forwards, you have 0 sales requirement between now and December. And then from January to June, you'd have to sell $300. If you signed up before July, so if you signed up June or earlier, from July to December, you'd have a $300 requirement. If you don't meet this, there's not any kind of penalty or anything like that. You are terminated. If you had a team, your team would roll up to your upline. But if you decided that you wanted to sell POSH again, you would just send an email and you could be reactivated. Something I just want to stress, since we're going into transition time, is that if you have open parties right now, they have to be closed by the evening of July 28th before the website goes down. So close your parties. There will be business changes. We have been told by that. Your parties have to be closed July 28th. You can reopen another party when the website comes back up on the 29th. But close your parties, close your parties, close your parties. Anna's told us that many times. So if you have parties open, they need to close that evening. And one last final word I have for you guys is that, this business is a marathon. It's not a sprint. We've said that a million times. No one's going to get rich overnight with this business. It's going to take hard work and dedication, and it's not easy. But you just started a business for $99, and you can be profitable in a very short time period. And the possibilities really are endless as we're still rapidly growing. And I think you'll see that with a lot of our premieres, in just 3 or 4 years, some of them have achieved amazing success. So anything really is possible.